Pema Chodron is a Buddhist priestess, if you will. She's about 90 years old. She got divorced after her first marriage, then she got remarried, then she got divorced after her second marriage, and she said, to hell with this, I'm going to become a Buddhist priest. And she went and started a monastery. And she's a famous author. She wrote a great book called Start Where You Are, and another great book called When Things Fall Apart. And it's all about going on an inward journey and assessing who you are, counting your blessings, connecting with your gifts, and learning to live in the present moment one day at a time. I think she's in her 90s and she still sees clients for hypnotherapy work. She has a sign in her office, so on the way out of her office, you cannot help but see this sign, and there's 2 words on it, and it just says, enjoy today. That's all. That's her simple philosophy of life. And it might sound like we don't have any control over those things, but we do have some of those controls. So who wants to do some relaxation? Want to do that now? Or do you want to wait and talk about some things and use the last 20 minutes for that? Anybody? Any preference? What's that, Susan? You need to unmute yourself.
I'd say let's do it now.
Okay. We're going to do that now. First of all, just to review sleep. You don't have to raise your hand, but a lot of people are eating more in this COVID craze. A lot of people are eating more junk, and they've gained their 20 pounds or whatever because they're not their old self, and they're just, you know, a lot of reasons. And a lot of people are drinking more. I mentioned that before. So if you find yourself drinking more alcohol or eating more junk, you can use these tools I've been teaching to change that. You can change the trajectory of all that, and now would be a good time to do it. And when you make those 2 changes, you will start sleeping better. You will wake up with a more positive attitude, feeling more in control. And all of these things we're talking about, you can teach to other people. So just real quickly to review sleep. You got that handout. I want you to just take a few deep breaths after you do your pre-sleep routine, whatever that's going to be. You know, the last thing of the day should not be firing off an email. You should not have your phone under your pillow reading Facebook. If you get up in the middle of the night, don't check your phone. Don't even look at the clock. Just go right back to bed. Because if you get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, I want you to do this tonight. Take a deep breath. And all the way to the bathroom and back into bed, just say, I'm sleeping now. You'll think I'm crazy, but you can even hold on to the dreams if you remember what you're dreaming about, and get right back into bed and continue that dream uninterrupted. So hold on to that dream if it's a good one, and just enjoy it. But I am sleeping now. The whole magic of this is your mind can only think about one thing at a time. Who here's a multitasker? Anybody? Raise your hand if you're a multitasker. It's a trick question. Put your hands down. There's no such thing. There is no such thing. The mind cannot do 2 things at once, period. You can have many open projects and tasks and competing for your attention and focus and all of those things, but you are not able to do both at the same time, technically, all right? So when you say, I am sleeping now, what you're doing is telling your mind to focus on what you want it to focus on. And it can't think about anything else while you're programming it to do that. And the other thing is you lay in bed, you get perfectly still. Get comfortable, get physically relaxed. Say, I'm sleeping now, then you get mentally relaxed. Okay? Any questions about falling asleep tonight? Don't fall asleep till at least 6 o'clock, though. Unless I put you there. All right. So understand that this is an anchor. There are all kinds of other anchors you can use. Words can be anchors. Closing your fist gently, like you're pumping a little tennis ball or an air pump. I helped a 6-year-old boy. If I'm repeating myself, just tell me to stop it. But I helped a 6-year-old boy with his OCD issues focusing in class because they were about to boot him out of the school because he couldn't pay attention. And we used some very unconventional techniques, but I anchored him to this image of him paying attention. And anytime the teacher said, "Eric, eyes on me," he would pause under the table, do this, and he was focused. So we can use anchors in all kinds of situations. We're programmed with anchors anyway, right? The siren goes off, we pull over. The doorbell rings, we answer it. At least we used to. Now we go hide, see who's there. We look at our security system. Who's at the door?
Very true.
But we used to answer it. And when the phone rang, we used to answer it. But we do have anchors and things that trigger automatic behaviors. Right? So be aware of anchoring. All right. Who's ready to do a little relaxation?
Definitely.
Somebody emailed me about weight loss. It doesn't matter what your intention is. What I'm going to take you through is just a little exercise designed to help you physically and mentally relax. All right? Okay, take a deep breath, relax. I'll be back in 20 minutes. That was a joke. No one's laughing. Come on. You can relax instantly, like that kid that just goes loose and limp. We all have that ability. So right now, I want you to pretend you're 6 years old. Your mother's dragging you out of the toy aisle in the store, and you don't want to go. I want you to just pretend you're that 6-year-old right now. Be that child within you. And 3, 2, 1, relax. Let every muscle in your body be so completely relaxed that you are that little 6-year-old person. And you weren't born. No one taught you how to do that. You were born with that inner ability to relax. It used to be a survival thing, fight or flight, right? It's like playing possum. So now you can take a deep breath and just open your eyes. I want to show you how you can do that anytime you want to. So here's what we're going to do. I'd like you to follow along with me. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, fine. If you're not, don't. But in a moment, what's that, Marcy?
Yes.
Did you have something to share?
Nope. I was just having some back pain. Sorry.
Some back pain?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, so is it chronic pain or is it?
Yes. I fractured 3 vertebrae. It's fine. No worries.
No. How long ago did that happen?
Oh, a long time ago, but it's just always a problem.
Okay. At some time in the next week, I want you to call me and we're going to make that go away.
Awesome. Love it.
All right?
Yes. So it was just a groan because I was getting comfortable.
Okay, that's fine. But you'd be amazed how powerful hypnosis is in helping with chronic back pain or any chronic pain. Chronic pain is stored up here in the prefrontal cortex. Actual pain, when you feel it, is registered up in different parts of your brain associated with your nervous system. But chronic pain is about a memory that is stored. So if we can help you let go of that memory later, Marcy, chronic pain will be gone, and I'll just send you a separate invoice for that. That was a joke. It was a joke, Marcy. But seriously, I've helped people get rid of all kinds of chronic pain by using techniques like forgiveness. I helped a veteran, Navy Seabee, who was stationed on Diego Garcia, a little island in the Indian Ocean. He injured his back because his lieutenant made them tear down a stone wall they built for a church in the village and do it over again. And he injured his back on the redo. The first wall was fine. So for 40 years, he's been angry at this lieutenant. I helped him let go of his anger. His back pain went away. Kind of magical. So let's come back to what we're doing. I'm just going to mute everybody who's not for now, okay? In a moment, I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. And I'm going to ask you to count with me, but I'm going to modify it and ask you to count one number ahead of me so that when I say 10, you're thinking about the number 9. Pretty easy to do. The only other task I want you to do is breathe in, and as you exhale, just say to yourself, relax. Pretty easy stuff. So that's your only task. If you're ready now, and I'm going to ask you to think about, in your imagination, pulling up an imaginary marker board and using your eyes as that marker to trace the number. As I go. So you just have to listen and let my voice be your guide. Give yourself permission and be open to relaxing, because relaxation is a choice. And you can come back to this recording because it is being recorded. And if there are any technical difficulties, I will redo it for you because I want to make sure you have the tools to succeed with this kind of stuff that we call hypnosis. So if you're ready, I'm going to go ahead and count. As I say 10, I want you to begin thinking about the number 9. And slowly, using your eyes as an imaginary marker, draw the number 9 on that marker board that you pull up in your mind. And all the while you're doing that, thinking about the number 9, drawing and erasing it, I want you to be aware that already your body is beginning to relax. And just let that feeling of relaxation occur. Let it happen. And with every breath you take, as you exhale, just say, relax. So you're going to be quite busy. You're going to be focusing on your breathing and saying relaxing, and you're going to be focusing on the number, staying one number ahead of me. And all the while you're doing that, your body just begins to relax. So get comfortable and just let that happen. 9. As you're now tracing and imagining the number 8 over and over, slowly drawing it on your marker board, you can also feel your body relaxing. It's such a nice feeling to enjoy, and just let all the tension and stress and anxiety that you might have with you today begin to escape. Let it evaporate and float away as you drift to a very nice, peaceful state of relaxation, letting go of all of that. You might imagine that you're gathering up all your stress, tension, and anxiety and putting it in the basket of a hot air balloon. And you're going to allow that balloon to just carry away all of those things when you untie the rope. Just let it go. Watch it drift away. And as the balloon carries away all of your stress, tension, and anxiety, you take a nice, deep, relaxing breath, and you allow yourself to shift to a deeper, more relaxed state. 8 is you're tracing slowly now the number 7. You can feel the relaxation in your neck and shoulders, the front of your neck, around to the sides and the back, and into your shoulders. Feeling a deeper relaxation, a nice, deep, comfortable feeling as you slowly draw and erase using your eyes as a marker. 7. As you think about and trace the number 6 slowly over and over, you find that your arms are relaxing deeper. Everyone's different and unique when it comes to relaxation, and you might find that they begin to feel ever so heavy, as some people report, or light and floaty, as others do. You might feel like they're floating up towards the sky. You might feel like they're heavy, loose, and limp as you allow your arms to just sink into the chair, into your lap, wherever you find yourself now. It's important to know, too, as you relax deeper, as you give yourself permission to relax deeper, and that's important, you are in control. You are always in control, and you become as relaxed as you yourself decide to allow yourself to become at any given time. So I want you to gift yourself. You deserve it. Gift yourself this opportunity to relax completely, physically and mentally. 6, as you're tracing the number 5 now. Slowly, the lower these numbers go, the more you let yourself relax. And you might even imagine that as you're drawing the number 5, it immediately starts to just drop off of the marker board, as if you were drawing it with sand and the sand was just falling down. And the lower these numbers go, you feel the relaxation now entering into your lungs and your chest, bringing nice, relaxing oxygen to every cell in your body. Nice, deep, relaxing breath in. Breathing calmness, feeling good every day in every way, better and better. Imagine every cell in your body smiling back at you right now. Kind of funny to think about, but imagine your cells smiling at you because they're enjoying this relaxation. They're going, wow, we haven't done this in a long time. But when your cells relax, they grow, they heal, they connect. And your mind and body are benefiting from this intention right now of just relaxing. 5. As you trace slowly now the number 4, you can feel it in your abdomen. All the abdominal muscles are relaxing. You can feel the relaxation going into every organ, every nerve within you. It just kind of permeates and it feels good. Wherever you find yourself now, you are so completely tranquil and relaxed. I want you to press your index finger and thumb together just a couple of times and connect with this. We're going to go even deeper, but I want you to feel like you're in control of how deeply you will give yourself permission to relax. It's a nice, peaceful feeling to enjoy. 4, as you're tracing the number 3. Slowly drawing the number 3 on that marker board and allowing your hips to relax. We have a muscle called the hip flexor that connects up to the spine. Imagine that hip flexor being like a wet pasta noodle on a plate, loose and limp. Let your hips relax that deeply as well. Think about the muscles in your thighs, the deep tissue muscles right to the bone. Letting every muscle relax completely as you continue drawing that number. You can feel the relaxation down towards your knees. Pause now and just appreciate your knees. You know, let's be kind of silly here for a second and thank them. Thank your knees for all they do to carry you around all day long. Think about the muscles, the ligaments, the tendons, and just the engineering design of your knees and what they do for us, what they do for you. Feel the relaxation traveling down your calves to your ankles. Pause and think about all the little tiny bones in your feet and the job they have and what they do to help you balance and just go where you need to go. Thank those muscles in your feet for what they do and relax them deeper. 3, as you're now drawing the number 2. We're almost there. Now the back is beginning to relax. I'd like you to bring your awareness and attention to the muscles in your lower back. And by the way, I didn't mention this in the beginning, but if you had any slight discomfort, you might be aware that it's going away if it's not gone. But relax all the muscles around your back, all the way up, slowly radiating out to each and every nerve root as you just enjoy complete physical relaxation. Moving again slowly up to the neck and shoulders, all the way up to your scalp, relaxing all the muscles in your scalp. You can do that, you know. 2, as you trace the number 1, your facial muscles now begin to relax. That's right. You can relax the muscles in your forehead, your eyelids, your cheeks, your nose, your mouth, your lips, your chin, your jaw muscles. Just let your whole face feel relaxed. And specifically now, bring your attention to the muscles around your eyes, your eyelids. Stop and pause to appreciate how deeply relaxed your eyelids are right now. If you wanted to, you could test them, but you can't open them with this relaxation in place. You'd have to remove the relaxation. So 3, 2, 1, test them. They will not open. I don't care what you try. With that relaxation in place, you just can't open them. And stop testing. Allow yourself to go deeper. That's right. Down, 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 deeper and deeper. Kind of like you're taking an escalator or an elevator or your staircase or just a walkway, whatever you're comfortable with. Relaxing to a deeper place. 1, as you are now tracing the number 0 over and over, feeling very relaxed, feeling good all over in every way. And now, as your whole body begins to take on these, or what I call, very comfortable multisensory sensations. So you find yourself hopefully in a place where you can see and sense and hear and feel and touch and taste and smell and experience all that you need to embrace what you need to embrace, to change what you need to change, or just to see what you need to see. If it's taking back control, or if you have another intention for yourself, as you just begin to allow yourself, you can relax just for the sake of relaxation. You can come back to this recording and relax to relax. Or you can use this as a progressive muscle relaxation experience that allows you to go into a very light state of hypnosis. And you will go with your intention to the right level of hypnosis for success today. And anytime you sit with yourself to program your mind with new thoughts and new actions, visualizing what it is you want for yourself, even if it is just on an enjoyable day philosophy, enjoy today. Enjoy the rest of today by deciding that you're going to evaluate how you react to what life brings you, whatever it is, because you have that emotional self-control, that ability. And now as your whole body does begin to relax, I'm going to talk to you about you all together. We're all here together, but you're all there individually as well. And as you sit with yourself, connected to that authenticity within you, you are at a place where you can easily communicate with your own subconscious mind. Sure, with my guidance now, but you can learn this skill so you can do it anytime you want. And what I'd like you to do is, I wonder if you can, in your mind, see a room, a door. Simple door. It can be any color. I'm not going to tell you what to think or see, but allow yourself to just open that door and go through it and close the door behind you. It's just a little room that stores all of your obstacles so that you can stay unstuck and focused and on this welcoming path, this journey of life that you're on. You can make little strides, little steps, but in this room, you have some magical abilities, believe it or not. Pause for a moment, and you might see that in the center of the room is a bin with wheels on it, and the far end of the room is a cart with wheels on it, and there's a bin on the far side. But up on the walls are symbols of obstacles that you might see, and they're different for everybody. Whatever obstacles you see, just take a moment now and take them down carefully. We don't want to break them now. We just want to put them in that bin. You might have one obstacle or 5 or 2 or none. Or, you can go back to this room anytime you want. Anytime you want. But allow yourself to just see a couple obstacles you want to take away right now. Things that are in your way, in your heart, in your mind, that are holding you back right now from something important that you're focused on doing. And just take those obstacles now, if you would, and wheel that cart over to the chute on the far end of the room and tilt it, tip it, dump it. And then just press the big red button that's beside the chute. You might hear sounds, but down below, they're all being ground up and incinerated and destroyed. So all those obstacles are gone. And you can visit this room anytime you want. And now what I'd like you to do is step through the next doorway. There's a little sign on that door that says success. That's a word that means different things to different people, but I know one thing about you, and we haven't met yet except here in video, but I know you succeed at whatever you put your mind to. Not just because I say so or guess at that, but I want you to look back down the timeline of your life from, 4th grade, 3rd grade, 2nd grade, 1st grade, maybe the time when you started to ride a bicycle. See, there's something you can point to that you succeeded at. You put your mind to it. Maybe you can think about your 6th grade science project and whatever you did then. And you succeeded. You got it done. Maybe you can think of something in your career or your family life or just personal development or just a goal that you set for yourself. You set out to do it. It was important and you completed it. I want you to focus on that success. And I want you to bring the feeling of that success, whatever it is you're connected to, bring that right to today. And you'll see where we're going with this, but I'm trying to show you that you can compound past successes, apply them to your current day so that you can enjoy today, confident, brave, and strong. But you can also project them into the future as you visualize your intention and your goal materializing, or the progress, or a meeting that's coming up. Visualizing a successful meeting is a very common use of this technique. Visualizing getting your astronaut's license, if that's what you want, if there is such a thing. Or visualizing anything in between there. Something that's real and possible and important. You can take past successes, the feeling of that success, knowing that you can put your mind to anything you want, and you know you will succeed when you do the things that lead to the success that are required for the goal you set. So just take a second now and project that in that current moment. So in this room of success, I want you to look around, and you see up on the wall those past successes. And you see on the wall your intentions and goals and what you're trying to do moving forward from today. And you develop this feeling of confidence and capability and worthiness and all of those things that make your progress so possible. And just take a deep breath and enjoy that. Know that these things you're setting out for yourself will come true. The action that you need to take becomes clearer with a relaxed mind. And now I'd like you to just do one last thing and open the door in front of you. You can see the sunshine outside. As you step into this beautiful garden, you step out into the garden, you can see perhaps maybe a nice swing, one of those nice garden swings that have a nice cushion on it. Imagine yourself walking to and sitting on that swing, just enjoying the current moment. Maybe you can smell the fresh air or the scent of flowers. Maybe you can hear birds, frogs, and other things. But that's your garden of tranquility and peace. And when you have a garden, what's one of the tasks that we have to do? We need to weed it once in a while. So anytime you want, you can come to the room of obstacles, or you can bypass and go right through into the room of success. But you always stop at this swing in this garden. And everyone's garden is different and unique, and how it's laid out and what's planted there within. But the reality is, every once in a while, you have to pull a few weeds. You don't have to assign any meaning to the weeds. Just start pulling a few weeds in your mind. You may get out of the swing set and pull a few weeds. You're welcome to do that. But this is a place where you maintain your tranquility, kind of a go-to place in your mind. Press your index finger and thumb right now as you find yourself enjoying that peace and harmony and tranquility in that garden. See what you need to see. And you can go there anytime you'd like. And just enjoy this moment of deep authenticity. If there's something that you're wanting to change, you can go here and do that because you can see what needs changing. And in that garden of tranquility, you find some of the things that are growing are confidence. I don't know what flowers of confidence would look like, or what a self-esteem plant looks like. But you'll figure that part out. You've planted them all, and they're all growing with your relaxation. And allow that to happen over time, day by day. And I want you to just say this one thing, and we'll be done. Every day, in every way, I am better and better. Nice deep breath in. Every day, in every way, I am better and better. And then one last time. Nice deep breath in. Every day, in every way, I am better and better. What we've done in this little journey together is really, with every beat of your heart and with every breath that you've taken, you've given yourself some suggestions for relaxation, some garden management techniques, the ability to eliminate obstacles, because I want you to feel unstoppable. I want you to see yourself walking on this welcoming path, this place that just feels so good to be walking because you know where you're going. And like the tortoise in the hare fable, you'll get there. Deliberate steps on that path will take you to your finish line, which is really just the next starting line. because this is not about destinations, it's about a journey and how you choose to act, behave, think, respond every day to what life brings you, and how you can take more control than you probably thought you ever imagined you could take to do the things you want to do. You may want to shed a few pounds. I'm not trying to suggest anything, but if that's one of your intentions, you can use this exercise to see exactly what you need to do. I know from years and years of doing this that you have the wisdom to get to your goal. Self-hypnosis is what connects your subconscious mind in alignment with your conscious intentions. Whatever your goal is, when you consciously involve yourself in the change, little tiny habitual success patterns emerge that lead to that accumulated change. And you can apply that anywhere. So now in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And when I do, you'll just take a deep breath, emerge feeling great, and we'll talk about whatever else comes to mind. I want you to give yourself permission to acknowledge the fact that you have within you all of the ingredients for super success. And there's one exercise, actually there's about 100 exercises, but I'm only going to give you 2. I want you to write down 100 things you're grateful for, and I want you to write down 1 gift that you could use more in your life, a gift you've been blessed with to share with others. I don't know what that is. It could be a creative side of yourself. It could be a smile. People need smiles. I mean, we're not seeing smiles because we're all wearing these masks. But when you get the opportunity to share your smile, actually right now, give me a nice big smile. When you smile, go ahead and smile there, John. I want to see a smile. Okay. When you smile, your brain releases endorphins into your bloodstream that are measurable in your saliva. When you smile, it might be exactly what the person observing that smile needs to see. It telegraphs so much, a smile does. So I want you for the rest of the day and tomorrow to smile at every living thing that crosses your path. It could be a plant, it could be a dog, a cat, a bird, a mouse, a husband, a wife, a kid, anybody, a stranger. I want you to share your smile. And then the last thing I want you to do before you go to bed tonight is I want you to look in the mirror. I may have given you this assignment already. Do this alone. I don't want anyone to hear what you're going to say next. I want you to look in the mirror, gaze in your own eyes, and say, I love you. Because what happens when you are willing to do that, the beauty of it is you're looking into your own soul through your optic nerve, and your ears hear what your heart is saying, and it ends right back into your heart. And when you can say, I love you, it's not selfish or narcissistic, it's a fact. And it starts to guide all of your thoughts and decisions and behaviors. So try that on for size. And now I'm going to count 1, taking a nice deep breath. 2, knowing you can press your index finger and thumb together anytime you want to just anchor yourself to this feeling of relaxation. 3, another nice deep breath, knowing that 1, 2, 3, you can go right back to that garden of tranquility anytime you'd like and pull a couple of weeds or plant a couple of things if you'd like, or water those different flowers that we talked about. 4, in a moment, as you become more familiar with where you actually are, who knows where you went during this process. And 5, allowing your eyes to open, feeling pretty good. What was that like? Anybody? Unmute yourself. Anybody want to?
It was relaxing.
Yeah? Where did you go in your mind? You don't have to share. But if anybody wants to, fine. But the important thing about this exercise that I just took you through, and I want you to share it. I mean, I do this every day, so I don't take it for granted, but I might make it look easy. It is easy. You just have to do it. This is a mind skill that, you know, schools don't teach mindfulness. They might say they do, but they don't really teach it. It's cute to talk about mindfulness, but we don't get into the subconscious and teach how to program ourselves and deal with all the stuff that kids deal with at home. They might get programmed poorly at home, and they have to learn how to program themselves. We don't teach them that, at least not well enough. So you're a teacher of hypnosis now, and you're a student of it as well. Over these past 4 sessions, my goal has been to bring my best to you. I hope I did, to help you. As I was telling Marcy, I just want to create a spark so that you will decide to learn more about this. And if there's anything else you want to talk about, I'd be glad to. We've covered a lot of ground.
So I had a question. So, you know, there are many different ways to hypnotize yourself, I guess, from what I gather, many different ways to put yourself into that state. But I'm guessing, in the end, it really doesn't matter what the beings are that you use to get there. What matters is achieving that state. Is that correct?
True. When we break down the hypnotic process,
Yeah.
There's an induction, getting yourself into a light state of hypnosis. There's a deepening where you go very deep. I did not take you too deep, but deep enough to experience over video what it feels like to put yourself in a light trance. You could have had ingrown toe surgery today with this. Honest to God, Rita. I think I told you I had root canal using hypnosis, kind of taking myself through what I took you through. But, of course, I know how to do it much quicker. And I didn't feel any pain. The dentist was amazed. He didn't want to do it, but I didn't move a muscle. I did not move one muscle. But there are many ways, John, to go into hypnosis. Some of the worksheets that I've shared with you, that relaxation suggestion, that there's a PDF that I sent. I've helped more people use that little worksheet to do all kinds of things. It takes about 5 minutes. I would recommend, if you find that sheet, I can resend it if I need to, but read it into your phone. Practice it a few times. Read it to someone else. Get familiar with teaching yourself how to relax that way, and maybe helping others. The key to that is that Emile Coué affirmation, every day in every way, I am better and better. And your subconscious mind fills in the blanks. Your subconscious mind is pretty smart. It's there to protect us and serve us. All of our emotions are there, right? Our conscious mind is where we feel acute pain. The subconscious mind is where we feel chronic pain. So we go into the subconscious, do a little bit of rearranging and deleting, and the pain goes away. pretty amazing. I think I told you I hypnotized my fiance's cockatiels to go in the cage.
Great.
Not really hypnosis, but I did train them. I created anchors, visual anchors for them. I've got as much time as you want. It's 5 minutes of 6. Anybody want to play with language patterns? Any quick ones? Want to have some fun with some? All right. I'll just run through a few that you can use. Let's say you're trying to get a point across to someone in the family, or a friend, or coworker, or a boss. Because this is so important, just think about that. I mentioned it last week, but hey, you know what, Catherine? Because this is so important, I need you to just listen to me for a second. Can you do that? See how that comes across? Or, John, I'm hoping you have the power to help me because it's really important. What are you going to do? I've disarmed you. Or, hey, Susan, this comes from a place of love and compassion. And because it's important, I really need you to step back and choose some better words. I hate it when you hear these millennials raising their kids going, use your words, Susie, or whatever, right? That seems to be the latest phrase. But as adults, we can use better words with adults and with children to have them eating out of our hand. Stand by to cooperate. I told you I used that one. Here's one. You know, a person can change. We're not here to change other people, but I use that on my fiance. She's a laboratory experiment. She just doesn't know it. I love her. She'll never watch this video, though. She caught herself getting angry at a neighbor who actually didn't do anything. And I just said, hey, you know, because it's important, I need to ask you to look at this from a different angle. Maybe you're acting too quickly, kind of like the Aesop's fable, the frog and the ox. Actually, no, it was the frog in the water, where they jumped in before seeing what was really going on. But stand by to cooperate is a great one. I'm hoping you have the power to help me because this is important. You know, a person can change. You know, why don't you take a deep breath and give this 5 minutes before you decide to call your brother and yell at him or whatever it is. Anything else? What's next?
Just thank you, Bob. This was great. I really loved it.
Glad you liked it. Do me a favor, each of you, if you would, in your spare time, send me an email and tell me what helped you the most, if you want to. You don't have to, but feedback's good. I won't share that with Marcy.
I want to run it again in a month or so. I'd like to do this again. Well, Bob and I will talk and we can come up with some additional subjects. But I'd like to do this again.
Great. I would too. I had a lot of fun. I do want to tell you, if it's okay, I'm going to add you to my mailing list. And if you don't want to be on it, just say goodbye. But I'm doing a couple of interesting things here. I took the office space next to me, and I'm making a relaxation studio out of it. I've painted it so it looks calm and it's nice and relaxing. If people want to, book a couple hours, I've actually got a couple of remote workers that are booking time to just get away from everybody for a few hours a day. But I'm going to send you a link to this program called Mind Spa Hypnotica. It's 2 audios for just relaxing. You don't have to put yourself in hypnosis, just when you need to relax. One is a time distortion where and it's perfectly safe, you just don't do this when you're driving. But you can listen to this with headphones or not, and you just lose time perspective. It's kind of fun. And the other one is kind of a dreamy type of journey that it takes you on, but it's just to help you relax. So I'll tell you more about that. And I have a book coming out in 2 weeks called The Magic of Aesop. How to use Aesop's fables to help people change. And I'll tell you about that when it comes out. And I'll send you some resources. Anything else that I think of that's useful, I'll include it. But thank you for putting up with me. I hope this session was helpful.
This was perfect.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you.
Yeah, come back to the recording. I'll get the link to you as soon as I can. It is being recorded. And I wish you luck. Let me know how I can help you in the future.
Thank you, Bob. Good night, everyone.
Tell your friends.
Sorry my video's not working.
That's okay. Take care.
Good
Thank
night.
you.